Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, I'm Brisbane, and today I wanted to try something a little bit different. I've got a game here which I kind of thought was really interesting, and it is called 7 Days to End With You. Now, I kind of looked at this and picked it up somewhere else, and as we're doing sort of like quick looks and stuff, I kind of wanted to show this off. Maybe it's not a game for everyone out there, or things like that as well, but I think it does some very unique things, which is something that I think could be really good, sort of both as, you know, a game as part of design, as well as also what else is out there in regards to what games are playable and what they can be, with just that sort of uniqueness about it. So the basis of this game is, as we go, we'll learn through and kind of go through as well. So you are an observer of this story. You are free to perceive the meaning of the words you read. The relationship between the two characters is built on the words you interpret, and the story is also built on the words you interpret. The world, it will change according to your understanding. It may be short, ordinary story, or maybe it's long and peculiar. You will become one of the characters that interfere with the story, and the story will be completed according to your interference and interpretations. Every story you feel, every story you interpret is correct. The story is short and long, of only 7 days. I'm just going to adjust my screen size on my area here. So I wake up to find myself lying in the bed. I don't feel good, too good. I open my eyes, the blurry vision gradually clears. A stranger leaning against my bed. So this is the fun part, as you can tell straight away. Let's just turn some of the settings down a little bit. I'm just going to adjust my music settings and stuff, just so we can hear myself a little bit better. So this is the fun bit of it, is I don't know what she's saying. Which is kind of what grasped me straight away, and I like this idea. So it's like, this is a question which could mean anything, and we don't really know. This could be my name, it could not be, it could be something else. I'm like, okay. Like, I could assume, like... No idea, this could be like, okay, you're awake, no. So I'm assuming, like, this could be my name or something. Respond with gesture, they're asking me something in a language that I do not know. So here is where it's something that we can, like, get a grasp of, right? Is this language, and what we can see here is we can learn words and kind of go what they mean. So, recall the beginning. So we got this, we can go back through and kind of go through stuff where we learned these words. So this kind of word here looks like some sort of, like, you know, happy or happy. It's a happy feeling, right? It's just some sort of like excitement, happy feeling, expletives, along with this word here, which you don't know yet either, which is like, you know, something else as well, which goes along with the happy feeling. So that could be like an expletive, or, you know, thankful, stuff like that. So this is kind of like what's very interesting about it. So we can see like the reaction on someone's face and what goes through. And this is kind of why I like the game. It's this interpretation of the systematic things that are going on. Like this here, we don't know what her name is either. And we can figure that out or get it from implied lines in the story. So this is like a question that we're getting, which again, don't really know what's going on. There is a right way to decipher it, and people will figure it all out. We won't know. Like, this here is her name, as far as we're aware. And it's a question mark. So we know that much, right? So we can put that down. So this is like, you know, her name. So we know it's this word here is the woman's name. So we figured that bit out as much as go. We don't know what this is. So normally, like, this is a question. So we're gonna know, like, we're asking for a response. This is a clue you get picked up by the title. Normally you probably wouldn't know this either. Waiting for a response, and then we get to the more complex stuff. It's like, I don't really know any of this stuff or what's going on. I know I've woken up and this lady is next to me. And then speaking a language that I don't even understand. So that's what we'll do. We'll just go through the story a little bit. And hopefully we won't give out like too many spoilers and stuff, but... you know, we'll learn all these words and kind of what they mean over time. As I say, it's like 7 days, and with it being kind of like an, I guess, ARG? So we see this word again that keeps appearing. Change leads through the door. I couldn't understand a word they said. I don't even understand anything about myself. My memories, they're gone. It's probably amnesia, and every part of my body hurts. Did I get involved in some kind of accident? Did the foreigner find me and take care of me while I was unconscious? Since I don't know what's going on, I might have to rely on them for now. And that's kind of like the whole premise, right? Is like, what do I do from here? So I can click on stuff, we can look at things, so let's look at the calendar. So, no idea what any of this means. I'm assuming this is a calendar, right? We don't know if this is a month, or like a day, or the week, or things like that as well, but it seems to appear everywhere, so this could be like a month, right, type of month. But then the fact that it repeats here, and here, and here, and this is like the days of the week, maybe? Or numbers. Maybe it's not even a calendar. I don't even know. Like, I'm just assuming from context of it being on the wall there. I cannot look at this picture, can I? Okay, fair enough. This one here. Interesting. Let's go back. Can we look at some of the books? Not yet, it seems. Plant, roses, no. Let's go through the door then. Down the hallway. Okay. Well, I'm assuming that is poison. That's some root, I assume? And all this is all equipment. Can't look at the book just yet. But it looks like we got ingredients here. So, bones, everything else. We are figuring stuff out, which could be important. Don't know what that is either. Okay. Very interesting. This is my bedroom, so we'll learn the house layout as well. And I will say, like, this type of game is something where I really do enjoy it. So we've got our own herb garden, so probably some sort of, that door seems locked. Let's go down the hallway. So she is here. Look, I guess we'll just sit down, shall we? We'll speak to her. And I think it's one of those games where it's like, you know, I find it's kind of really interesting because the interpretation of what you get out of this is kind of important, and we don't know if this is kind of like, you know, the right interpretation of it all overall. Again, like, figuring out the words is going to be an interesting thing. Again, seems happy, talking. She's pointing herself as saying, like, I'm assuming this is the point where she is called so-and-so. like, what her name is, right? Because, like, points to herself, this is her name, this might be something else as well, because we've already kind of got that from her there. And then this is probably my name, I'm assuming. This is pointing to me, and we've got the same thing there. We'll double check that to make sure on the words that we know. So, this thing with the C, do we see that somewhere? No, let's look this word up. Where was this word used? There. Yeah, so this is where like, it says something like using the word cool, cooled, or I am maybe. And like this is again used here, so this we're assuming then is my name. So we're assuming this then is my name. Oh, it's what she's calling me. By her. So it's what she's calling me as things go on there. And then this word which I don't know still. And then I go to a gesture here, like, I think I get it, like, so I'm assuming this is like maybe a good. No, there's no affirmation. I'm assuming that this is like understand? Maybe? So this is like, typing away here is a nightmare where I got like everything else in front of me. Understand. Slash. Confirm. So I just approving me last time we went back in circles, right? So do that there again. I'm assuming that it's like, do you want to repeat this kind of thing? So I guess we do that. So speak. I'm assuming this is like talk. Right? Or talk or sound. You can get these wrong. I assume that's like points. My spelling is going to be atrocious, so you have to forgive me on my spelling, right? He's using autocorrect. Still don't know what this means. I'm assuming this is like a question, right? From like this card and stuff, so we have the understanding of it. So have I seen this word before is the other question, right? Okay. It's been used there. Still don't know what some of these words mean. So by points, so like what I don't understand maybe? They're not a good artist, but they're telling me something with pictures. These pictures help me understand the language. Let me remember what they said earlier. hear, like, she's saying her name and, like, confirmation, right? Like, do you remember me type of thing, or what do you remember? Maybe it's remember. Right? I still don't know what her name is, but we'll probably figure it out eventually. And then we saw that there as well. So, which word should be to use to understand? I know we've already done that. But yeah. I remember these words like this, little by little. It seems that the stranger wants to come with me. Maybe that help me learn the language. Take this opportunity to learn a few words around them. Since I don't remember anything, this is all I can do for now. What should I do? Day 1. And here's the bulk of the game that I think is like really good. So there's only one thing that I need to learn. So this is like something, whatever. Confirmation. Is it clock, time? I'm assuming that's like clock, right? So have I seen this word before? Not by the looks of it. Cool. What is this word? Only ever seen it there. Okay. So we still don't really know. Could be fireplace, place fire, who knows? Glasses. Plates? This is very confusing, but this is what I like about these sort of puzzle games, right? That's definitely a chair. Right, so I'm assuming that this is what she's called me. So I'm assuming then this is a chair. Right? I'm going to assume that's a chair. Let's go back in here then, shall we? Picture. So this is clearly like a memory, right? Have we seen this before? There and there. So it could be an image or a picture, but judging by the lettering and stuff like that as well, I assume there's repeats in the word. I don't know if they actually link to the word. She doesn't care about that one, but cares about this. So she's happy about this picture in particular. That's also things that you need to remember, right? Can't really glean too much from that, but fair enough. But this is her name, so I'm assuming like this is like her coat or something. Click on lots of stuff and figure this out, but yeah, this is kind of like the whole point of the game where it's just like so we've seen this quite a lot, right? So this is like me clicking on serve randomly, stuff like that, and we're going, okay, so we see it there, we see it there, we see it there, we see it there, so let's see it there. And this is where I think this is book, right? I'm happy to say I think this word is book. And the fact that I got the letters on there, which means we're thinking like this is a B, this is a K, we can start figuring out maybe some other things going on there, which means if that's a K, it's a picture. There's that people look at me and be like, I know what that is. But I'm not sure that is like lettering is the same thing as what we're thinking, right? There could be different initials on there for all sorts of stuff. everything else, like a flat pan pot. Again, we've got a chair here. At least that's what I'm thinking it is. Yes and no. I'm assuming you want to sleep. Can't use that now. No. No idea what that meant. So this is the garden. Just click on everything. Sure. Ah, she's asking me to explain the stuff a little bit. So this, we're assuming, is the wheat-looking thing, which is there. Wheat. We're seeing what is we look that look like wheats, and this is some sort of container or spray. So again, spray. Okay. So we use the blue one on that and the plant. This is I'm assuming it's like some sort of spray. Or give. No idea. I have to confirm that. This looks like the green plant. So we'll put green plant. No idea, it could be like a specific like thing, but I don't know the name for it and stuff, so. So I'm assuming like every day we've got to give that, and I assume that's then the roots thing. So we'll add that on. So that's the roots. We've got root cont, so we know what it is. Root container. No. This is the branch tree then. No, that can't be right. This is what I mean. This is why it's like something like you've really got to figure this out, right? This is like the branch tree. I assume that's the tree. I think it's just called, no, it can't be tree. Ah, whatever. It's branch tree to me. We water that. Understand or confirm? I think so. So as far as I remember, blue container goes into the wheat. This plant gets the blue container plus that. And oh, I didn't double check. No, I don't understand. Go through it again. Oh. So this goes on there. This goes on there, and that goes there as well. And then we just water. I think it was this one because it's a branch tree. At least I named it branch tree. Okay, I did a good thing. I did a good thing. How about that one? Oh, just don't worry about that one. Yeah. carrots? Nothing else? Okay, I guess we can leave. Okay, we're assuming that's her bedroom, maybe? Oh, washroom. Okay, bathroom, got it. That is a bathroom. A mirror is shattered and I can't see myself very well. Okay. So we can figure out from that that's clearly a mirror, right? So this is kind of like how you start piecing stuff together, right? And part of me wishes I could like assign the letters as well. But this is kind of like what I find very interesting about it. That's her diary. I would expect then. Or journal or something like that. And last thing I want to do, up here. An image of something that I can't quite understand. Just a book. A book with the Grim Reaper on it. Which I do not know what that means. Now, can we actually look at other letters and other words that we have that equal this? They already have in... like that C1. Do we have a C1? Do I know what that C word is? Got a chair, where I think this letter is an A, right? Is it like if that's what we're going by? And then no, but then the A would be there, wouldn't it? So that's not wheat, but it's the wheat looking thing we've called it. So I have no confirmation on this. So I think that's what I should start doing, right? Is anything I can confirm is basically putting question marks on the stuff I can't confirm, and then what I can confirm will have no question marks. Right? And then we'll start building up the alphabet from there. But this is what I love about a game like this, is it's that sort of time and effort to go through and figure stuff out. Right? So like here, chair again is something I've already confirmed. I'm pretty much happy that it's chair and the other one is mirror. At least I was happy it was chair. Mirror's now confused me. This is what I mean, like, do the letters actually mean anything? So yeah, I'll put that as there, because I think another word came from it, right? Like, that definitely says chair. That also says chair. That's her chair, maybe. Oh no, my chair. So, I can't confirm chair, but I can confirm the mirror, maybe. Anything else we can do? Feeling happy, talk, cool, speak, maybe cool. Like this one being understand. No, it can't be understand because... no, it can be understand. No, position's off. This is one thing, like, I don't know if the letters are important or not, and I can't really think about that. Well, let's go back out of there. What's in this one? So that's book. Like, we know that's book, right? So that's book. We have book confirmed, and we have mirror confirmed, right? Mirror is confirmed. I'm happy about that. But those two things I'm definitely happy with. Chair were questionable at the moment, but it's still pretty much accurate. It might be called something slightly different from a chair. So that means those are an O. So this symbol here is an O, that's a K, and that's a B. Right? So there anything else I can think about that would be like B's or begin with B's or... Like that there begins with a B. If we're going by the logic of the language, if we're assuming that is correct. And those are smaller ones, and the same thing again. Okay. What's in this one? This is just a card. No, she calls it the actual thing. So it's the interpretation of whatever this card is, and the interpretation of this card here. But this one's upside down. So this is a something book. No, stay in here. Let's figure this out. That's been used there. Those are all herbs in particular. That's heat. Scales. Scary human remains. Beaker. Getting a flame. What's that? The mighty confusion of what my brain is now thinking. The real question is there anything else around here that I can kind of like click on? Yeah, chair, her name, okay. I guess we're just done now for the day. Is that like good night? So this is a memory, makes me feel nostalgic somehow. That's right, I lost memories and now I'm with a stranger. I see, some in a dream. In this place, this feels like this is the right word for it. It means... It's where I've seen this word. So we've seen this here in confirmation. When she talks about the picture... And also when we were immediately talking in the morning. So this is where I think like the letters don't match up to what they are. This, I love this so much. You have no idea. It's those things where it's like... So this is like do you remember kind of thing, right? Like, it's like that's a happy memory. And again, that's like a picture of a memory as well. And this is like kind of like waking up. So I guess it's something to do with memory. And this is what I like, is this interpretation of everything else is kind of very simple. I can play it by there. But you know what? For today, I'm going to leave it there. I urge, if you are interested in this sort of game, go out there. I think it was like £7 for me or something like that, which is quite a lot. But yeah, I really do like this style of game, and if it's something that I might do like this on stream for like a few hours and go through it with a bunch of people at some point. So if you are interested in that, do let me know. And yeah, I might end up streaming this game. But I find it fairly interesting. It has this decent aesthetic, and I like this kind of like mystery type thing where you're trying to build up a language going for us and looking at both the interpretation of someone's reactions and also something you don't understand. But yeah, again, this is kind of a first look, and so yeah, with this game, it is 7 Days to End With You, and yeah, I highly recommend it for a small puzzle game that is less than a tenner. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.